Hello, everybody. I'm on the Texas Eagle Railway. This is a set of railroad tracks that they run from Chicago, Illinois to Los Angeles, California. And and I think Amtrak owns this. I think an Amtrak train called the Texas Eagle runs along this as well. And this Texas Eagle Railroad, I think runs to San Antonio to Austin, and it connects with the Sunset Limited, and it runs all the way to Los Angeles, California. Um, yeah, I just want to make a video about why I want to leave America. You know how messed up it is. I've been viewing Winston Wu's YouTube channel, and I think I read the forum from his website, and I watched a video from him talking about like how bad America is, like how antisocial and cliquish Americans are, and you know they don't want to talk to you, they don't want to have anything to do with you. I mean, they're afraid of you. They think you're out to get them, and that's just really bad. Um, yeah, yeah, and yeah. The women aren't down to earth and friendly and feminine. I mean, if you tell a woman that she looks beautiful, like she'll just look at you like you're being creepy, or you just want sex out of her, or you just a desperate creep, and she'll tell you to get away from her. Like she'll give you this look like get the hell away from me. And that's just how messed up women are. And yeah, speaking of women, I remember I commented on a video called 36 Reasons Why Houston, Texas Sucks. And I left a comment talking about my bad experiences in the state of in Texas where I'm at right now. I live in Texas, and this woman who goes by the username Katrina's Adventure Channel, and she just ripped me apart, telling me fuck you. You don't know nothing about my family, nor you don't know me. And and we in Texas aren't like that, and it's like that it also is like that all over the world. And I just lost it, and I just made a lot of comments. I went to her channel and left comments, on one of her videos. Her videos are just basically dogs and talking about Hurricane Harvey's coming to destroy Houston. I don't know if she's a little girl or a teenager or just a woman. And also back on the comments she left me stating that what I went through here in Texas from 1999. I didn't mention the years of the bad experiences that I had in Texas. And and she took it the wrong way, and just reminded me that it's not 1999, it's 2018, which I'm aware of. It is 2018. I read some of the comments she got from other women about the dogs that she was filming, and she left a psychotic, weird comment on the video. It is just strange. Like, it just shows that women in this country, not all of them, show love for dogs. they love a dog rather than loving a human being. I mean, they can treat a human being like dirt and just show love to a dog or animal, which is just weird to me, and it is. Yeah, it just shows just how just shows how messed up the people are in this country. Also, I remember going to this church, and it was this bald-headed guy. He was from Detroit, Michigan, and I think he was a preacher, and I think he was becoming a preacher, and a lot of people in the church didn't know anything about him. So I went to shake hands with him and meet him, and he just wouldn't shake hands with me. He just avoided me and just ignored me. Yeah. So that just shows like just how toxic, how antisocial and messed up America really is. And, and also when I viewed Winston Wu's channel, he talked about you can go overseas and live a happy, healthier life. Have better mental health. Personal freedom. You get to meet beautiful, down to earth, educated women. And you'll make friends easier overseas. I think, also he explains that not all countries are like this. Some countries overseas are like this, some aren't. Like he brought up Taiwan and Japan, and they're similar to America. And yeah. But yeah, I really want to go overseas, and I'll probably be happier over there than I am here in America. In Texas, for instance, the state that I'm living in right now. Yeah. And speaking of Texas, I've been living here, and I've been living here for for about quite a while. I'm not gonna tell you how long I've been living here, but I notice that here that people got this thing of saying yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir like 100 times, and what's really like weird and stupid about all of this, like if you thank them for helping you, they'll, instead of saying you're welcome, they'll say yes sir or yes ma'am. You don't say that. You just say you're welcome. Which is, it's just stupid, and they just have this of being polite. If you the people here state that if you're polite, you will be helped. If you're not polite, there will be trouble. And also the bravado and ignorance and uneducatedness. I ain't saying all people in Texas are like this. Some of them aren't that smart, and for instance, one of them told me that universal health care is straight out of Hitler's playbook, which makes no sense. Like, how can Hitler care about someone's well-being, and he all he cared about was killing Jewish people and his own people in Nazi Germany? I don't know anything about that, but it doesn't. Well, I know things about Nazi Germany, but that makes it doesn't. That statement doesn't make any sense, and they'll just go at you and just keep telling you over and over and over again, and convince you and make you understand what they believe in. They're just relentless. They won't stop unless you believe in what they believe in. Which is just crazy. You just can't change someone's mind. Everybody has their own opinion. You can't change someone's mind. And these people can't do that because that's wrong. I mean, they want to believe that universal health care is straight out of Hitler's playbook. They can believe that, but it's silly, it's ridiculous, and it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you know, that's why I wanted. That's why I want to get out of America. I just wanted to get out of this country. I mean, you know, in Canada's no better. I mean, up there, I mean, yeah, they're polite, and they're polite and nice, and that's about it. But they're just as they're cliquish and antisocial as well. So if I go to that country, I mean, I'll be going through this. I'll be going through the exact same thing. But I don't know. I don't know what it's like up there. I've never been up there. I mean, I talked to some of the people. I talked to some of the people. I think on a vacation that on a cruise ship. I went there on a cruise ship to Victoria, British Columbia, on Vancouver Island. Some of the people, were kind of antisocial and cliquish, and they have this front of smiling and being polite. That's just a front. And yeah, and I went in this souvenir shop and bought this bright red Canada hoodie. It's red, it's bright red, and has Canada on the front. And I bought it, and things in the shop were very expensive. Well, anyway, when I bought it, the lady asked me, are you paying in American or Canadian? I said American. Well, at first I just barely talk, because sometimes like I'm just afraid to say anything to anybody, because I'll get cut off in a sentence, or because I experienced that here in Texas, and you can't talk to anybody. Like, you call someone out, it just snowballs into an argument, and I don't like to argue. But anyway, when I bought the bright red Canada hoodie, the old lady, which is the cashier, she told me that I look good in red. And I should have said thank you, but I didn't say anything. If I go back in time and she told me this, I'll say thank you. But it's too late. But anyway, overall, even though the people of Canada are polite and friendly, that doesn't mean it doesn't mean that they're like, that they're I don't know what goes on. I don't know how the people are in that country. I gotta go to that country one day and see what these people are like there. But anyway, oh, and also about the UK, I watched a video about how things are in the United Kingdom. I mean, you gotta watch what you say around the people, because they got slang in their words. If you say, like, if you say a word, you might offend them. And plus, I think I don't know, and they got this thing like doing the queue, and if you jump the queue, they'll scold you for it. Because and plus you gotta have manners, and I kind of like that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having manners and doing the queue. I think that's very civil. It's way better than here. When you stand in line, you have one item in your hand, and somebody in front of you, a guy or a woman, and they have a lot of groceries and things, and they're paying for it, they'll turn to you and see what you have in your hand. They'll tell you to go ahead of you. And I get this all the time, and it's annoying. One day, some woman did this to me, and I said, "Well, I'm not in a big hurry. I can wait." And she said, "It's okay." And I said, "I'm not in a big hurry," and she left me alone. So yeah, so yeah, so I think during the queue and being polite and having manners in the UK is it's something I can go for. But also in the UK, I'm on this video that I watched. They talk about this thing called northerners and southerners. I guess in the southern part of England, they're mean, they're rude, they're antisocial. But if you go up north, and the people tend to be down to earth and friendly and easygoing. And I think that's what the person said on this video that I watched on YouTube. And I watched a video on someone in northern England. Now in northern England, they talk really funny. They talk really fast, and you can't catch what they're saying. So yeah, I'll probably go there. I'm probably gonna be blown away, probably be confused and just thrown off. Also, I gotta be aware of the pickpocketing and the stabbings. I think stabbings are very common over there. You can get stabbed by someone for no reason at all. Also on this video, this person said that if you go and knock on the door, I think in the southern part of England or the northern part, they'll be freaked out, and you want to get to know them, and they don't want to, and they want to ask you they'll say that, why you want to get to know me, and they'll tell you to fuck off or piss off. Yeah. And also you go to if you go to a pub, if you order 2 bottles of beer, which I'm not gonna do, or also you can order food there. If you order 2 bottles of beer or 2 plates of food, they'll look at you like you're nuts. Yeah, because it's just, to them it's just not right. And I'm not gonna do that either. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. Because it kind of makes you look like over there, I think that kind of makes you look like a pig. Just greedy. But yeah, anyway, back to America. This country can't be saved. It can't be saved. What's the point of voting if you got 2 parties that serve the same interest? Yeah. So yeah, they just serve the same interest. They're not going to be for the people, and plus this country is an oligarchy. It's not a democracy. It's an oligarchy. There's no universal health care plan. The health care costs are through the roof. The health care is more private than public. People just go bankrupt if they get care, or if they don't have the money, they can't afford it, and they'll die because they can't. Because they can't get they can't buy life-saving drugs that'll save their lives, which is just sad. And just like ignorant people like this guy here in Texas said universal health care straight out of Hitler's playbook, and it'll just, I think like a lot of the ignorant Southerners, like in southern states, including Texas, and they believe in this, and you got like Northerners who believe in this as well. Yeah, I mean, but there's like small pockets of people, like like not small pockets, but just a large group of Americans who want universal health care, but it's not going to happen because there's some people in this country who think it's bad and it's going to turn America into communist Russia, or make it dingy and dirty like the Soviet Union or some stupid crap like that. Yeah. I mean, and the rest of the world just looks at this country like we're out of a like this country's like we're just hearing like us some. I mean, what I'm trying to say, like, and other people just look at this country and just absolute shock. Yeah. Things like, free college, free daycare, universal health care. I mean, a minimum wage of $15. I'll say raise the minimum wage to $20.20. 2020. Yeah, $20.20. Stop the endless worthless wars. Invest in infrastructure like roads, bridges on roads, water main systems, and back to infrastructure like this railroad track here. I think Americans are not interested in trains; they want cars. And I rode on a train when I was little. In California. Yeah, I rode on this train with my classmates at this school I went to. It felt like, riding a bus. And, yeah. It's like, it's like riding on a bus. But also, I heard that the food, if you take a train like on this railroad track, the Texas Eagle, if you take the train from any train route in America, you have to pay for the food. I heard the food on the train is very expensive. And if you want the cheapest food to eat, you have to eat snacks. But anyway, the food in America isn't healthy anyway. It's not good for you, and it's not like it's a cause of obesity, high blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes, cancer. Yeah, the obesity rate is through the roof. I went to a convenience store / gas station to seek employment by getting a job application, and the employees there were women. 2 of them were fat, and the manager was a woman, and she was even fatter than they were. That's the obesity problem here in America. Well, I shouldn't be laughing at that. That's not funny. Fat people aren't healthy, and they're not. But yeah. Yeah, anyway, I just want to get out of America and just go overseas, maybe I can get back into meeting quality nah let me start over again. Maybe I can go overseas and meet beautiful women, tell them how beautiful they are and how pretty they are, and they'll take it as a compliment and they'll giggle and blush, something that you won't get with women, something that you won't get with women here in America. And I saw some countries that Winston Wu pointed out on one of his videos on his Happier Abroad YouTube channel. You got countries like Brazil, Argentina, Costa Rica, Ukraine, and he talked about like low tier countries. Low tier countries are the poor countries, and the women there are easy to meet and easy to get with. But you go to higher tier countries like Canada, this country, and Australia. I mean, women are harder to get. I guess the wealthier the country is, the more stuck up and high-minded people are. Yeah. And what I don't understand, yeah. And yeah, what's the point of saving this country? What's the point of voting? And nothing's not gonna happen. I mean, might as well just leave. Just abandon ship, just get off the sinking ship and just go to a saner, civilized country where you won't be driven crazy and just be mean and vicious and start hurting people and start shooting people. Now, speaking of shooting people, I think there was another mass shooting. I mean, these mass shootings are happening all the time, and they're just from men who are just angry at the world because they can't get a woman. And they're around people who are very toxic and just sick in the head, who just wants them just to die, who just doesn't care, like if they just lose it and kill themselves. I mean, it's just sad. I mean, what the hell? I mean, it just shows how messed up this country is, And I was gonna be one of these mass shooters / people who are gonna commit suicide, and I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna throw my life away over some bunch of people, bunch of crazy, angry, dirty, disgusting, wild monkeys called Americans in the United States, especially Texas. I'm not gonna do that, and I'm glad I found Happier Abroad. Anyway, me finished. I'm just gonna just get out of America and just go overseas. All right, all right, I'll talk to you later. If you want to like this video, go ahead and like it. You can like the video, you can dislike the video, you can leave comments, and you can subscribe. So yeah, gotta go. All right. I gotta go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.